version of this film that feels very, very like Hollywood polished. And I feel like I've seen this, similar concept done very corporate, very, again, like polished, kind of sterile.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like you kind of fell into step and then you had to pull back and kind of rough it up again? Or was it always just really raw and natural, especially with the influence of Green Day?
Yeah, always raw and natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the beginning, I never wanted a slick-looking movie. I wanted it to look good, and I wanted to have some beautiful images, but I always wanted it to feel real and authentic, almost like you could reach out and touch these guys.
Yeah.
So we were never going to let it be slick and polished. It just didn't fit. It didn't fit with what Green Day is and what the music is.
Yeah, even like the camcorder stuff, I feel like was so authentic and so raw, and especially like the concert scene was super cool.
Oh, thank you.
For casting, how do you land on these? Because everyone in this film was so good at what they do. How'd you land on these specific actors?
Well, I got Mason first of all, Mason Thames. He signed on early, and I was so grateful to have him. And then it was just a matter of building this band around him and finding these two other kids, which we did. We searched for a long time to find them. And really what I was looking for was just chemistry. I wanted three kids that felt like they were a band. Green Day is a high school band.
Right.
And so I wanted these kids to feel the same and have that same kind of chemistry and energy about them. So it took a long time to find them. But we did, and then it was building the rest of the cast around them. And, I wanted to have a movie where there's all sorts of comedy along the way. All these memorable characters. And so then I just got funny people who just elevated everything.
I love that. And what would you say is your favorite element? Obviously, you've seen this over and over and over again, from the writing stage to the approval stage. Is there something about the film that you don't think a lot of people would appreciate in the way that you do, like a favorite scene or production design wise?
Well, production design is
so
incredible.
Good.
I mean, so for example, there's a time in the film when they go to this place called The Hole, which is sort of like a punk house in the middle of nowhere where all these punk kids are there. Okay, so that was just a junkyard. That was just a junkyard,
Really?
and my production designer built out that whole stage. He built the stage. He built the half pipe, and
That's
all the
crazy.
graffiti. None of the graffiti was there. Everything was built out.
When you guys see that, that's going to be very impressive to hear, by the way.
Yeah,
That's
it
very
was
built
a very
out.
impressive job. And to the point where when I showed the movie to Green Day, Trey said, "Where is that place?" He's like,
I wanna
feel
go
like
there."
he's like, I
Right.
feel like we've played there. I was like, "No, you haven't
Great.
played there, man. It's just a junkyard."
Just like
in Oklahoma
gaslight
City."
them.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, right, exactly.
That's
You played
great.
there, Trey. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, congratulations. Well done. I had an amazing time watching this film, and I'm excited for everyone at home to see it too. Again,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Appreciate
great
it.
talking to you. Okay.
You as well.
Take care.
Thank you. Okay, give it up for Lee Kirk. We've got so many more interviews just like that one coming up, plus an exclusive first look clip from the film that you won't see anywhere else, okay? So stick around. Keep submitting your questions for the cast and Green Day in the chat below. Now, before we go any further, let's set the stage for what's to come tonight. Some of you have watched this 100 times already, and you know every frame, every cut, every second of it. And some of you are about to see it for the very first time. Either way, welcome. Here is the official trailer for Nimrods.
We just wanted to give you this. That's our demo.
Anal OG dogs?
No, it's analog dogs.
Is that your phone number on there?
Yeah, we just met Green Day.
Liars.
Put the ladder back up, Tommy.
Hello? Is this the anal dogs?
You're not gonna believe this. Tré Cool called. What?
He loved our demo.
He invited us to LA to open for them on New Year's. Can I take your car?
No, because you don't have a license.
Come on!
Well, how are we getting her there?
We're taking Wayne's car.
How are you opening for Green Day?
Honestly, I don't know.
Are you guys gonna kiss? Because I mean, maybe. If you come back.
Mushrooms? Still what? No. I don't have hands. You drove away with this in your vehicle. We're a band, we're opening for Green Day. Nobody gives a shit.
Give him hell.
Have you ever snuck into a concert?
Yeah, actually.
How'd you do it?
We
Oh, you blew a roadie.
blew a roadie. Have you seen a roadie?
All right, the lineup for this next interview is absolutely stacked. Please welcome from the cast of Nimrods, Jenna Fisher, Angela Kinsey, and Fred Armisen.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us,
Hi
you
there.
guys. Hello, hello. Again, I had such a fun time watching this and seeing all of your very different characters in this, especially you, Fred. First, do we have any lifelong Green Day fans?
Oh, yes.
All of your hands
Yes.
should be
Yes.
up.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Do we have a favorite song?
I like Minority.
Yeah, okay.
I like When I Come Around.
Love. I'm a big basket case person in life and the song, of course.
You're thinking.
Okay, and
doing a
we can-
Rolodex.
I'm trying to do like a really deep cut.
You don't
But-
have to.
No, this is how far back I go back with Green Day.
Oh wow.
My band played with them in Beloit, Wisconsin in the 90s.
Are you kidding?
Yep.
What was your band name?
Trenchmouth.
Okay.
So they were the sort of beacon. Green Day was like the
Yeah.
beacon of punk rock in
That's
the 90s and still are.
crazy.
Yeah.
I had no idea. So you must have been pretty good.
He's very good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Oh, excuse
Fred
me.
is
We
an
have some instruments back there.
excellent.
I mean-
Don't get him started.
Okay, so how do you feel like this film, being fans, really captures the essence of Green Day?
I mean, I feel like Green Day and their music, they it captures so many different emotions, rebellion, joy, some sadness, and the movie has all that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so I feel like Green Day speaks to so much about us as people and our journeys and longing
the
and
human condition, just
yes,
everything.
and I think the movie has that same quality.
I love that. And so speaking about emotions, Jenna, I feel like your character has all of them in this film, especially relating to your son chasing a dream. How did you navigate such contrasting emotions in one role?
Yeah, well, this movie came at a really interesting time for me. This movie was greenlit and started shooting about 3 weeks after I finished my breast cancer treatment. So I had just had a year that was full of some pretty heavy emotions, and I just tried to bring that into the character. She's a woman. My character is a widow. She's got 2 boys, and she's doing her best to get them going in life. And she's trying to, when you go through heavy things like that for your kids, you put on a really brave face.
Right.
And I had just been doing that. And so I brought that to the role. And then, she's also, her character, she's the hang house. It's where all the boys and all their friends hang out. And so I am also a mom. So I just tried to bring a lot of my real life experience into the part.
I love that. It read perfectly. You did a great job
thank
with that.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
of
you.
course. So Angela, how do you want your character's energy in the film to kind of come off differently than everyone else that they meet on the road? And also, where did that accent come from?
Well, I'm from Texas, Louisiana. So when, Lee is an amazing writer, and we were able to be at one of the first table reads for the script. And I read a few different roles, and there was this role, Wilma, and I was like, Lee, please, can I play Wilma? I know her.
Yeah.
I know her. I've been to a bar where she works, and she's a real
everyone's
woman.
favorite.
Yeah.
Right.
And so when I found out I did get to play Wilma, I purposely didn't get my hair colored for months. Y'all, my roots were dark.
That's commitment.
That was part of Wilma. She has roots, Fred. She's, yeah.
So you kind of went method.
I
a
did.
little bit.
I went method, and then I had this whole look I wanted, and the costume department was amazing and really made it happen, and so was hair and makeup. And then Wilma is this really tough woman that runs a bar, and it's a tough bar. And at the same time, though, she believes in these young kids, and I think the message there is sometimes in life, people find you and support you in the spaces you would never think.
Unexpected moments.
And all of these people along their journey finally get them ultimately where they need to go.
Yeah, I love that. And again, all of your characters are very different from one another, which makes them all the more interesting. Fred, yours was very creepy. And I feel like, and I hope you take this as a compliment, you nailed it. I feel like
Thank
you're
you.
really good at balancing creepy and funny And
That's so nice.
It's
take
a
it.
compliment. I'm curious how you do that, and if that's from the jump when you get the first, version of the script, if you're like, oh, I know exactly how I'm going to play this, or if it's kind of you finding it along the way.
I just keep everything light. So I just keep everything pleasant, and then the rest of it's, just fills in the blanks. But I wanted to add to the thought about Green Day, about how the movie reflects them.
Yeah.
I wanted to just say that there's optimism in this movie, and they are an optimistic band. They always have been.
Yeah.
They're just not, they don't have like a chip on their shoulder. Even though it's like loud, angry music, there's something about them that they're always like wanting this next step in a very positive way.
Yeah, it's always well intended, I feel. It's always like the motive behind like the punk rock vibe is always well intended, which I think transcends, their music and stuff.
I agree.
What is y'all's favorite part of the film, whether it's visually or music wise or characters? It can't be your own character.
Well, I liked watching the clip where she's talking about the roadie. Yeah, like
that was so funny. That was so great. I used to want to be a roadie growing up. And then I realized like what you'd have to look like to be a roadie, and it's gross and unwashed and stuff like that, which I was fine with, but my mom heavily disagreed.
I loved the scene between Jenna as the mom and Mason as her son in the kitchen. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was really beautiful, and just as a parent, touched on all the heartstrings.
Yeah. And I feel like as someone who grew up in like the later part of Green Day, I have a different experience in that like I kind of grew up not able to rebel in the way that the music wanted me to rebel. Do you have a story from your childhood, it could relate to Green Day or not, where you rebelled in order to get a dream or you took a risk?
I mean, I like the boys in the movie who just get in their car and head to LA on this somewhat delusional idea that they're going to open for Green Day. I think every artist has a little bit of that delusion and takes some big risk, some big swing. There was no indication that when I got in my car in St. Louis, Missouri back in 1995 and I drove across the country to Los Angeles that I would ever be sitting here today.
Crazy.
And so I feel like the movie really captures that spirit.
Yeah.
That artistic
journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just a rite of passage in your life where you sort of finally say out loud that thing you've always known you've wanted to do, but then you name it and it's like a call to action for yourself.
Yeah, and it's gritty. It's not pretty, but it's worth it. You know what I mean?
And you don't always get the thing that you set out to get initially, but you get things along the way that eventually build into a success. And so I like that message about the film as well.
Yeah, I do too. Fred, one more question for you. I feel like
I can't add to that. That was so well put.
no, they nailed it. You're
I would
good.
be like, I would just be repeating it. So I will repeat it. I think if you get in your car and
I feel like you're a funny guy. You're a very funny guy. You're all very funny. And I want to know, did you guys improv at all with your lines? Do you prefer that in your creative process to have or to work with characters and directors that allow those kind of raw, more natural moments?
I used to, and now more I like to stick to the script.
Interesting.
Just because I just think that there's always a way into, making something funny. And it doesn't always have to be me trying to think of something that's going to surprise everybody.
Yeah.
But Lee encouraged us to improvise, especially, once we did it as scripted, he would say, all right, like if you want to throw anything in there, feel free.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to play around.
And I think what I loved about Lee's directing is we did it completely scripted, but right at the top of the scene, as you're kind of getting into the scene, he was like, just play right at the top. Nice. And that energy, that spontaneity kind of brought us into what was scripted.
Yeah, totally. And then we have a fan question. This is from Maddie. Years from now, what do you think you'll still remember most about Nimrods?
I think just the hope of having a dream and seeing it through in whatever clunky way that is. And
That's awesome.
I think I'll remember from shooting Nimrods the hole. I'm only at the hole very briefly, but I loved that set. And when I grew up in the 80s and 90s, I went to skate parks.
Fun.
And I was that girl. And so when I stepped onto that set, I felt like I was a little bit stepping back into time.
That's so cool.
And it was magical. I love that set.
I love that. Yeah, it seemed cool.
I think doing something that's like officially Green Day as opposed to like, this is a band that's kind of like Green Day.
Yeah.
It's like the actual thing.
Right.
I like that feeling.
No, I
of
love
like that somewhere in their catalog, we're in there.
Oh yeah, that's
In an
Yeah,
official
you're in
cool.
you're in the books. You
We're
made
part
it.
of Green Day now.
that was great.
You guys
High
are Green
five.
Day. Oh my god.
We kind of are.
Well, thank you so much, Green Day, for talking to me. I'm going to let you go, but thank you again and congrats.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Okay. Thank you, guys. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Nimrods premiere live. We are here with Green Day and the cast and crew talking about how this wild thing came to life and taking your questions live from the chat below. We've also got some exclusive first look clips from the film for you that you will not see anywhere else, so stick around for that. Reminder to hit that full screen button in the bottom right corner below for the ultimate viewing experience. And without further ado, please welcome our next guests from the cast of Nimrods, Ryan Faust, Keen Ruffalo, and Ignacio Diel Severio. Hello, hello. Hi. Almost sweaty. Hi, nice to meet you. Hey, nice to meet you. My pants are so tight, you guys. Oh my god. Okay, hi. First, congratulations. I watched it last night, so it's crazy to be here with you guys. First, any Green Day fans? I'm so tall right now.
I feel
Yeah,
exceptionally tall right
Sorry,
now.
I was distracted
you're
by
good.
the stool.
I'm towering.
Yes, obviously Green Day
Right,
fans.
well, of
Yeah.
course.
Grew up listening to Green Day. I mean, who didn't? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like the Rebellion soundtrack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. No, you're so good.
We're like, what's it with this?
You're so good. Okay, so Ryan, how do you feel like you identified with your character?
Well, I was raised a mama's boy. I was raised pretty strict. Grew up in Tampa, went to private school there, so I identify a lot with Chad
He's
in
just
that
you.
way. In ways, yeah. But then he takes a punk dive.
Right.
Which is a lot of fun.
Have you ever taken a punk dive?
Not yet.
Okay.
That should be in the future.
That should be in the. That's a sequel. Keed, yes.
What I will say about Ryan is that he had to learn drums in 2 weeks.
So wait, you didn't know how to play drums?
Thank you.
Did you also lie on your audition?
Yeah. Okay, so you lied in your
But
audition.
he's
That's
kept
great.
up with the drums, so he has
You
taken a little
have.
bit of Chad with him. He's still drumming.
I was saying we have the
Sorry, I
set
didn't mean
behind
to
us.
out you
No,
as a drummer.
thank you. Yeah,
Wait, no, that's really, really impressive.
I had no idea how to drum. My dad was a drummer.
Okay.
Just as a hobbyist, I knew guitar and piano, so I had a musical side and I sing as well. Wow. But I told the truth. I told him I'm willing to learn drums for this. And about a week before filming, I got the call and they're like, "Can you learn drums?"
And you're
and
like,
I was
shit,
like,
now I have to learn the drums.
Exactly. We're allowed to cuss.
Yeah, a little
Okay.
bit. I've been told a little.
Okay, a little bit.
I was like, I won't do this if I can't cuss. Keen, I feel like your character's pranks set off a lot of the action in the film. Have you ever pranked someone in real life? I'm a big prankster, by the way, so.
Actually, yeah, this just reminded me. Ignacio came and stayed with me for like a weekend, and where we were staying, there's like a And did I tell you that until like much
No,
later?
they didn't tell me at all. We were in like rural upstate New York, okay? And
where bad things happen.
All right, there's a lot of upstate. We were somewhere in the woods is the point.
Right.
And like there's not many people around. And I would wake up, the next day and be like, dude, what's up with you got like
And you didn't
an
tell
animal
them?
in the walls or something? I was like, are you scratching the walls at night? Like, what's up with that sound? And he would it was the best performance of his life. He was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I was like, I know there are ghosts here. It's
There are
really
ghosts. And then I didn't
didn't
find
hear?
out until months later, and I was like, you motherfucker.
That's not even a prank. I think that's like psychological horror.
Yeah.
That's like not
I
even.
did it for like days on end.
Right.
Yeah.
Just for the love of the game.
Every night I
I was
there.
hoping that you'd come up and open up the closet and I'd like jump out at you.
I didn't even know there was
Right.
a door.
Next
It, like,
time,
felt
next
like-
time.
Anyway.
That's rude, honestly. Ignacio, I feel like you play a character that always like brings the life to the party. Is that who you are in real life?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He's a funny fella.
You have to answer, I guess.
There you go.
I don't know. I got my childhood best friend Jimmy here. Jimmy, do I bring the life to the
Jimmy?
party?
He said without a doubt.
All right, so there you go.
Well, there you go.
I guess so.
Okay, favorite scene and why for all of you?
Oh, I mean, when else do you get paid to like rush the stage dive, and crowd surf at a
That was
Green Day
sick.
concert?
That was
like, dive and crowd surf at a
That was
Green Day
sick.
concert.
That was
like,
crazy.
Come on, you know?
That's insane.
Yeah.
Me and Santa's intimate.
Dive and crowd surf at a
That was
Green Day
sick.
concert.
That was
like,
crazy.
Come on, you know?
That's insane.
Yeah.
Me and Santa's intimate.
Dive and crowd surf at a
That was
Green Day
sick.
concert.
That was
like,
crazy.
Come on, you know?
That's insane.
Yeah.
Me and Santa's intimate myself really badly. Yeah.
Oh my god, worth it though.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The first ever scene we filmed was
Sick. I honestly loved the ditching of the phones because it's kind of in such like a digital age. I feel like it was kind of a breath of fresh air to see what characters would have done without like Find My. You know what I mean?
right, and there's iPhones, there's flip phones.
Yeah,
you don't really
yeah, it's
know what
everything.
era this is in.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, who from the cast would you bring along on a cross-country road trip? Have you ever done one? Because I've done one, and you have to pick your people
I've
wisely.
certainly done the country. Who in the cast would I bring?
I mean, who else can drive? I can drive.
Yeah, okay, I guess whoever has a
Yeah,
license,
Ryan
you should
doesn't
pick.
drive.
I love you guys, but Bobby Lee.
Bobby.
Fair.
Bobby Lee.
That's I can drive.
Yeah, okay, I guess whoever has a
Yeah,
license,
Ryan
you should
doesn't
pick.
drive.
I love you guys, but Bobby Lee.
Bobby.
Fair.
Bobby Lee.
That's
He seems like he'd be a fun hang. He seems like he'd be a fun hang.
probably you.
Yeah, I mean,
Just because like I've
Did a light
in
version.
Oklahoma City, and we've become good friends in real life. Ryan just never wants to hang out.
Right.
I don't know what he seems like he'd be a fun hang.
probably you.
Yeah. End up in the car together. Realistically,
somehow
we
we
would.
end up.
We have done road trips together, actually. We did while we were in Oklahoma. We went to
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
we went to, what was it called? We went to a wildlife refuge somewhere in Oklahoma.
Sure.
We saw a buffalo.
That was very
Right.
It was a good time.
I'd hope so.
classical music for them, and then I think Chief Keef. Did we
Chief,
play? Did we
Chief
play?
Keef. There was Chief Keef going on.
Yeah.
On Ox. Yeah, in the car.
That was pretty dope. Tribe Queen, they love that.
Super, super cool, you guys. Great story. Okay, we have a fan question from Sarah. What were some funny moments you experienced whilst filming this movie that weren't like pranking people into being psych?
I got a huge scar. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of like runs up.
Did you fall off the roof?
No, I like scraped myself on like the chimney or something. I just didn't notice. And I remember getting off the roof. I was like, oh, there's blood like all over me.
Right. It's a
Yeah.
fun story though.
It is. Ignacio came and hung out with me for a while.
Yeah. Oh my God, we went to the hospital
Yeah,
together.
'cause I wanted to,
You just are now
I'm
remembering your
remembering
friendship.
this is all coming back. This is all coming back. We spent like 8 hours.
Also, wait, now I'm realizing we're going to be
in the
freaking. This is all a joke, Live Nation. This didn't happen.
Yeah, this is all a
It's just-
joke. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
It's hearsay. Don't worry about it.
Funny moments you experienced while filming the movie. Honestly, like I know it sounds like a cop-out answer, but these are like great guys to spend time with. They have like become good friends in life.
Yeah.
And I have like a plethora of memories to choose from on and off set.
That's
so,
awesome. That's amazing. Well, congratulations. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. And I'm excited for everyone to see you guys in this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sarah,
Thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
Thank you.
You guys can take the mics if you want.
Ignacio, you all right? Ryan, I love you. Oh, we take these?
Yes. All right, freaks, time for a little trivia. Let's see how well you guys know your Green Day history. When was the album Nimrod released? 1997 or 1998? Tap in and cast your answer in the poll below. Seeing a lot of smarty pants in the chat. I'm also seeing a lot of loud and wrong individuals. I'm actually known for being loud and wrong and very quiet and right. I was the one in class that I would know the answer and I wouldn't say it, and then when I didn't know the answer, I would say it. So I'm honestly shocked I didn't get held back. Anyone who got held back in the chat? No. How you guys doing in life, by the way? Let's see. Make sure to put your answers in the poll below. 1997 or 1998? The poll.
Como un santo.
My bad. Okay, almost in. Green Day recorded Nimrod at Conway Studios, which is literally 10 minutes from where we are right now. So come find me. I'm just kidding, please don't. Okay, let's see. Half of you are confidently wrong right now, and I respect the confidence. I'm seeing your answers. Okay, no pressure, but your Green Day knowledge is lacking a little bit, and your fan card is kind of on the line. So make sure you really do your research next time before the next trivia poll. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh, fun story. My first concert was very punk rock. Hannah Montana. And then the second one was Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus. That's when I found out she's in fact the same person. Devastating news. I never went to the Wiggles. I always wanted to go to the Wiggles, unfortunately. But that's either here nor there. But I really wish I went to a Green Day concert. The answer is 1997. Nimrod dropped on October 14th, 1997. So if you got it wrong, it's fine. Nobody's perfect, of course. But if you got it right, go ahead and feel a little smug about it. All right. Our next guest plays the guy who keeps the whole band together, the space cadet, the comic relief, the heart of the whole group. Please welcome Kyler Kaufman. Hello, hello. I'm Ashby. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Ashby.
Hello.
It's lovely
to
to
meet
meet
you.
you.
There.
Hello.
Okay. Kyler, such a pleasure to meet you. I just watched the film last night, so it's kind of trippy to see you here in real life.
Hi.
Hi. Are you a Green Day fan?
Yeah, I'm
I
not
hope so.
just doing media. I hope so. I'm not just doing media
You're
training.
PR trained,
yeah,
right?
my PR training. My publicist, don't say no.
You have like a red laser on your forehead right now.
I grew up playing music. Like before I ever got into acting, the loves of my life went like skateboarding and playing in little garage bands and then acting. So like at 13, I was cleaning out my grandma's house a couple weeks ago and I found a picture of me with green hair at 13.
Crazy.
I didn't
Wait,
even
so that
remember
was
it.
like, that's who you are.
Yeah, I didn't even remember that happening. So
That's
like to find that
wild.
picture, it was like, whoa. So I was meant to be a green-haired bastard.
There you go. You heard it here first. Did you share any similarities with your character, Fred?
Having absurdly big dreams and having nobody telling you that you should go chase them, but you're still going to go and chase them.
Yeah.
So that was one of our big similarities. And then also it's like everything I grew up doing is what Green Day hired me to do with Fred, you know? Playing music and being loud, telling a bunch of dick jokes, taking mushrooms. It's like things that, like my mom's back there right now. She's like, Kyler, are you really saying that? But yeah, and then they wrote a character that allowed me to regress.
Yeah. No, but like you're unapologetically yourself, and I think that's very reflective in Fred. And you played it so well. And now knowing that you've done shrooms, this is all it makes sense now. No, okay. So I feel like you play the character really well, and that you balance being a goofball, but also having those more serious moments of like being the glue of the band. How did you find that balance?
That is such a sweet question. Thank you for saying that. It was very important to me because this world, like, of course, it's a comedy film and, you know, there's all these funny jokes and stuff, but DIY music, punk culture, and music scenes and being in a band gave me a home and a safe haven when I felt I didn't have one growing up, you know? So it was easy to see the humor in the film, but it was also very important to make sure this wasn't a caricature and that we really ground this world because it's important. It saves lives. It saved my life, and I have so many friends who the music scene saved their life.
Yeah, no, that's so important, especially with this kind of alt genre of music. I feel like a lot of people do find that safe haven. And it transcends generations too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was your favorite element of the film? Watching it back, was it the production design, the music, your specific character moments?
I mean, just off the top of my head, because if I reflect everything, it was just a surreal experience. Yeah, and we got to shoot it in my hometown of Oklahoma. So the place that I thought I was going to have to move away from to go realize my dreams is where my dreams start coming true.
That's
it's
crazy.
Insane. So getting to share a lot of that, like a lot of the extras were, you know, people from my community and friends, and so getting to share this crazy experience with them. Like there was a day where, like, I'm from tiny town Oklahoma, and my mom, she's in from Oklahoma as well. She got to go to set for like a day or two. That she would never get that experience usually. So getting to film in Oklahoma was such a special experience. I will always remember.
That's so cool. Did you have any like high school bullies that were extras on the set and you're like
Everybody has been so incredibly kind since they realized I booked a Green Day movie. I don't know what it is.
a little out of the woodwork, a little right.
Yeah, but I welcome it. It's always like nice to be like, hey, I knew I was not a weirdo.
There you go. But I feel like being low-key a weirdo has served you, especially in this character. I feel like it gave you that depth, you know what I mean, in playing it.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I've just, thankfully, growing up with bands like, okay, a lot of people grew up with, Marvel and...
Yeah.
Which I love. Marvel, nothing against them, but I didn't grow up idolizing superheroes when I was a little kid. I grew up idolizing punk bands. And so, dyeing my hair green, trying to be like Tré Cool or, Operation Ivy or all these punk bands, they really meant a lot to me. So it was really cool.
Did you grow up, what was the original dream?
The original dream. I wish I was smart enough to be one of those people where I'm like, I planned this out and I had a dream and I was calculated. I'm not that smart. I kind of am just following my gut all the time.
What was like the first like reckless dream?
The first reckless dream?
Before anyone ever told you no, what was it?
Oh, 100%. Probably like, I'm going to jump down that thing with my skateboard.
Right?
Yeah, with reckless abandon.
Half-pipe.
Yeah, exactly. So like skateboarding in the punk rock world really just gave me that, fuck it attitude.
That's crazy. And so there's a really endearing scene where you get to like interact with Green Day in this. What was that like?
There's a mountaintop. If anybody that has a dream as an artist, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's a mountaintop that you always dream of standing on that you only rarely get to hit in your imagination. And the final scene of this movie allowed me to stand on top of that mountaintop. And that little chip I always had on my shoulder as a dreamer allowed me to eat it. And it was fucking delicious.
Wow.
And I get to tell everybody, all my friends, every other dreamer to keep going, because not only you're going to accomplish everything that you want to, you're going to go way past it.
100%.
100%.
You should put that on a shirt or something. It'd be really long, but you'd put it on a shirt.
Well, yeah. Bars.
Bars. Okay, we have a fan submitted question. This is from Grace. Kyler, if you could have played any other character from the movie, who would it have been?
Oh. Gravy the puppet.
Okay, well, right. Yes. That'd be an easy role, no talking.
Yeah,
right.
Oh my God. No. Gravy, no talk. All Gravy does is talk.
Okay,
Everybody else tries to
actually,
shut
no,
him up.
he-
Yeah,
yeah,
the puppet Gravy, if I could switch places with him for a day, probably be a little
I
stinky.
think we have him over there.
Oh, shit, it's Gravy! So I haven't seen some of this stuff since we were
Look at
filming.
him.
You got the bass, we got all that. They
That's
really
right.
did
Did you
this.
not look behind?
No, I was so excited.
Right.
This is my first time being at a movie premiere. I'm not...
We should have Green Day standing
Yeah,
behind us. Like,
I
you're
should
right
have taken
there.
a breath. Yeah, it's insane.
Okay, from Nitalina, what's something about your character that isn't obvious from just watching the movie? Like in developing it in your mind from the jump, was there something that you kind of hid underneath it that would motivate your character?
Oh, my one of my biggest inspirations for this character and the way that I moved was Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
Yeah, the little bounce and hop.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything,
yeah.
And like not really like kind of being all over the place. That
love
was
that.
one of my secret inspirations. I've never told anybody that actually, but before in the makeup trailer, I'd be watching like Winnie the Pooh cartoons before we started filming. That would kind of do it for me.
Fun fact, I hate Tigger.
Oh, well, hey, that is your loss.
Well, no, because
That's
I always
okay.
I loved Winnie the Pooh and I thought he was hurting him by jumping on him.
Oh,
but
I
you changed my mind.
There we go.
There
I
we
like
go.
it.
Kyler, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us, and congratulations.
Thank you, and thank you guys for having me.
Thanks. All right. You can take that with you.
Awesome. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, you too. Thanks so much. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Nimrods premiere live. We are here with Green Day and the cast and crew talking about how this wild thing came to life and taking your questions live from the chat below, so make sure to submit those. We've also got an exclusive first look clip from the film for you where you will not see anywhere else, so stick around for that. Reminder to hit that full screen button in the bottom right corner below for the ultimate viewing experience. Now, the next guest is very special because he is our hero, the dreamer whose ambitions launches the band onto this wild adventure, and the guy who refuses to let the whole crazy plan die, no matter how many times it probably should have. Please welcome the star of Nimrods, Mason Thanes.
First of all, I just want to say I love your stuff. And
Record this. Go ahead.
I love your stuff.
Thank
and it's
you.
so funny.
Thank
and
you.
I enjoy everything. And McKenna wants me to say hello.
Thank you.
And she
Tell her I
loves
say
you.
hi.
I will.
And you smell amazing.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
I'm known for stinking.
I don't think so.
Really?
No.
Oh, you heard it here first. I don't stink.
Heard it here first.
Thank God.
It's so sick.
Could you imagine if you walked in and you're like, something stinks? Okay, so first, what drew you to this project?
I mean, first of all, Tommy is a character I can relate with on a lot of levels. Just the kid has big dreams and he'll do nothing to try to live out that dream. And I'm really inspired by him, and I hope a lot of people watching it would feel the same. And obviously, Green Day is amazing, and getting the opportunity to work with them and be a part of bringing this story to life was really important to me. So, yeah.
That's so cool. I feel like everyone in this film has had experience, obviously, working in the industry, starting as like a reckless dreamer. Because I feel like you have to be. You know what I mean?
100%.
You have to be delusional. You have to really chase it. What was the first dream that you ever had?
My first dream, it's always been. I mean, I've always wanted to direct. Even as a kid, I've always wanted to direct. Behind the scenes stuff, I watched that more than the movies themselves, on just how they were made. Yeah, just being a part of this industry in general. But the fact that I get to be a part of stories like this and get to play these characters is,
I love that.
Yeah.
What's a message that you want fellow dreamers to kind of take away from watching this film? Because I feel like when I watch a movie about like being a doctor, I walk out of the film and I'm like, I'm gonna be a doctor. You know what I mean?
Do that.
Right, easy.
Yeah,
so
not
I feel
delusional.
like I feel like people are really gonna leave this being kind of reinvigorated with their dreams.
I really hope so. That was our goal. Yeah, I mean, I think watching this film in general inspired me and a lot of my family in a lot of ways. But I think my advice would be is just like, don't stop. You know, you're gonna get a lot of no's. You're gonna get discouraged, but like, you got to keep pushing. And if it's what you really want and you're passionate about it, don't stop. That is the best advice. And if anybody ever asks advice, it's always what I give, because it's true.
I love that.
Yeah.
How do you feel like the film really captured the essence of punk rock, of Green Day, of kind of like being dumb when it comes to like your dreams and like taking the risk?
Yeah, I mean, funny enough, most of the stories in this film and what happens is what happened with Green Day when they first started, going around, and those stories are insane. So getting to be a part of them and have them in the movie, and also just hear the actual stories from Green Day themselves, it's so awesome.
Was there like an NDA? I feel like I'd be scared to receive a story from Green Day. Be like, don't tell me.
There's no NDA, but if you want some Green Day top secret weird stories, then just go watch this movie.
Did they share any piece of advice that really stuck with you?
Yeah.
Like either the start of the film or after?
Billy sent me and the cast this video, and he told us to be punks and be really stupid and just go for it. And
a little cameo from him. That's cute.
Yeah, and it was kind of all we needed.
Yeah, so. I love that. And on set, what was your favorite scene or like set piece to kind of interact with? I'm hearing a lot of people say like The Hole was their favorite.
That's exactly what I was about to say. The Hole's really great. We have such a cool scene because Green Day performed at Woodstock in the 90s. I think it was 94, if I'm not wrong. Don't trivia guess me. But it is one of the most iconic performances I've ever seen. So having that in the film and getting to give a version of it was so cool.
That's
such fond memories.
That's sick. I also feel like you balance comedy and like more dramatic moments really well, and that like even when you're being funny, we also take you seriously, which I think is really hard to do.
Thank you.
And as someone who's like never really serious, I feel like I would have a hard time doing that. How do you find that balance? And is it something that you intentionally do when you get the script and you're like, I'm going to do this, or is it you kind of finding it?
I mean, my first thought with any character is just like, well, especially Tommy, is just make him a real human being and make him complicated and have those emotions. I mean, the way I deal with grief or anything of the sort is jokes. That's what I do, and I relate to Tommy a lot, so I added a little bit of that.
I love that. And I heard a lot that there was allowed this kind of freedom with you guys in your dialogue in terms of like improving, and like my biggest complaint with movies, and like especially coming of age movies, like no one talks like that. I would never say that. No. You know what I mean? And I think within the first 2 minutes we get a lot of F words, which is me. That's who I am. Was there like an improv line or moment that kind of we can keep an eye out for?
Literally every single scene, there's probably a line that wasn't in the script because we just we built this space where we can just have fun and knew the characters so well that we could riff with it and do whatever we want and be in character at the same time. And I mean, we'd have a scene where we're just like in the back of like an ice cream truck where we're just driving and it turned into us performing.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I love that. And then if you were to choose a song, preferably Green Day, to be like the soundtrack of right now, like of 2025.
2025.
2026. What year is it? Bye. 2026.
What would you choose?
I would choose. Okay, I'm really into like white noise.
Okay.
So probably like white noise number 5.
Ooh.
That's what I'm listening to.
Yeah,
My whole
okay.
like Spotify Wrapped, I'm not even kidding, was like plain cabin noise number 4.
Like fan noise
I get
every
down to
night.
that stuff. Right. That's my jam.
I don't know. That's hard to pick.
Yeah.
I mean, for a Green Day song.
I feel like Basket Case has been really. I've been jiving in that
really
recently.
good. Yeah.
You know what
I
I mean?
love Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Okay, love.
That is like that's the first Green Day song I ever heard.
Yeah.
And it stuck with me since. And 21 Guns is also one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But I switch on and off.
That's so sick. And then, what do you think? I actually do really love your character. What do you think Tommy would have taken away from this learning experience? Because like, it ends great.
Yeah.
It's fine. There is learning to be done
Yeah.
along the way. What do you think he would have taken away from this? Other than like, don't believe your brother.
Yeah. I think after his dad died,
Mhm.
he felt kind of lost and was just trying to find his place. And he believed that through this dream, maybe he could find something.
Mhm.
And that's also why he pushed really hard to get there. And without spoiling anything, I think he found where he wanted to be, and it was hiding in plain sight.
Love that.
That was a good way to not spoil it.
No, I like that. Was good. That was good. Okay, we have a couple of fan questions. So this is from Abigail. Who is your favorite character in the movie, besides yourself, of course, and why?
I like. God, everybody's so funny.
Everyone's so
Wait,
good.
Gravy.
Okay, you guys
Yeah.
can't keep saying gravy.
Everybody says gravy?
Everyone says gravy.
Oh, it's a cop out. Huh?
It's a cop out.
Yeah, it's
You
a cop
can't-
out. Okay. Let's go with Chad's mom.
Okay, Shad's mom work. Okay, and then what scene took the longest to film? In terms of like bloopers and stuff, like you guys cannot get through it.
I think a lot of them.
Yeah, I bet.
There was a scene where we're out in like this. No. Chad says this line about his butt.
All right.
Yep. And that was really hard because he says it very seriously. Yeah. That was.
Butt stuff is okay. Quote me saying butt stuff.
Butt stuff.
Butt stuff is always funny. You're always gonna get a laugh out of me.
Of course.
Awesome. So glad I said that. Okay, from Allie. How is it being on set again with McKenna?
It's so great.
Yeah.
It's so great. Funny enough, this is the first movie we did together.
That's
Regretting
crazy.
It was after.
Wow.
But it was such a special experience,
Yeah.
and we had about a year in advance to go over the script and the characters and build them up. So
Mhm.
when we finally got there, it was game time, and we had a blast.
And I feel like that's really important to like who you're doing scenes with, and you know what I
Agreed. Yeah.
mean, and to like
Yeah.
being good company.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Okay, so from Cade, how did it feel working so closely with Green Day? Are there any moments that stood out to you?
It was a dream,
Hmm.
like truly. I remember the first time I met Billy, because Billy, I'm basing a lot of my character off of Billy.
Right.
And the first time I met Billy, me, McKenna, and our director Lee took us to a Green Day concert, and
That's so cool. It's such a great perk.
It's so cool. It's so sick. My job is awesome. We were backstage walking, and Billy just comes around this corner, and I like physically jumped. And I
Right.
was just like, blah, 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 "I'm so nice to meet you." Blah, blah. And he's like, I was like, "I'm so sorry, I'm nervous."
He's like,
He's
"Who are
"It's-
you?"
Yeah, I know. And he's like, "It's good to see you, Mason. Like, you excited for the show?" And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yeah, I'm super pumped." And he's like, "Well, so sick. I'm so glad you're here, and let me know what you think after." Like, such a calm vibe to him.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you see him up on stage, and he's wild.
I mean, insane.
Hours, he's a monster. So
Insane.
it's-
So crazy. And then from Maddie, what does your character do that you understand but would never do yourself?
Probably run away.
Right.
Pretty bold move.
I tried once.
Yeah?
And I
How'd it
got-
go?
I got hungry.
Oh.
I had to go back.
Dang it.
To the
Didn't have any.
No, I didn't pack snacks.
How far did you make it?
Like a good, like sidewalk squares?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
7 of those.
I got really
I got
pissed off
really
as a kid once, and I packed my backpack. I was like 6, and I walked out the door, and then I realized I stood there for maybe an hour just around the corner,
Just
making them
stewing.
think I was gone.
I also low-key thought you needed like the stick and like the red polka dotted pouch.
Is that
and
not
I was
a
like,
thing?
I don't
Is that not a
have
real
one
thing?
of those. I can't run away. I didn't have one.
I think that's a real
That's why I
thing.
never ran away.
Not prepared.
Mason, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations. It was so nice meeting you.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
You keep the mic. I'm kidding. Okay. I would love to tell you a story because I was told to. Let's see if I can come up with one. Oh, I was late to tech. And that's not because tech came late. That's because I was stupid. And I didn't know how people got music onto their phones. So I would stay up at night with my radio on my bedside table, and I would use my iPod Touch to record songs that I liked from the radio onto my camera roll. And then I would bring it to school, which we weren't allowed to have, and I would play the video of the song from the radio. And I think the first one I did, and this will tell you how late to the game I was Trumpets by Jason Derulo, which I think was released in like 2012. So I had no good way to explain that to my parents. Oh, we have a poll. Okay, punks, time for another trivia. This one is personal. A little birdie told me that Green Day may or may not be performing in the movie. And if they play, which song do you hope to hear? Basket Case or American Idiot? Tap in and cast your vote below. Oh, also the poll is on the top left, if you get lost. I feel like I listened to Basket Case crying in my bathroom, and then I listened to American Idiot jamming out in my car, and I never mixed the two. I feel like you can't mix the two. I feel like one is very clearly in your bathroom crying vibe, and then one is very clearly maybe going like 10 over the speed limit, which you didn't hear me say. I know it's basically an impossible choice between these two, and I apologize for any trauma that this has brought on your Wednesday evening. And it's also very apt that we're talking about American Idiot here, because in the context of a poll, Billy Joel has been writing about this song coming from a place of frustration, and that people felt underrepresented by their leaders. And I'm seeing the numbers, and honestly, this is as close as I was expecting it to be. Let's see. It's that time. Okay, I'm not going to tell you which one is actually in the movie, but because you got to get your butt to the theater. But whichever one you did pick, it's a pretty split vote. You clearly have great taste. Now, let's get this thing going. The time has come for us to hear from the legends themselves. They've sold millions of records, they've headlined stadiums, and they're sort of the entire reason this film exists. Please welcome Green Day. Hello, stomping on in. Right. Okay, next we have two more.
Hello.
Hey guys, I'm Ashby.
Hi, Ashby.
Hi, Green Day.
Hi, Ashby.
Hi, Green Day. Hi, Green Day. Could you imagine if all your names were Green Day? That'd be terrible. Okay, Papa Squat. Oh my God, look how tall I am. Oh shoot, I'm not taller than you. God damn.
I got a high chair.
Right. Okay, first, congratulations, not only on this film, but also like the legacy that led to this film and the continued iconic presence that you guys have in the world.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks.
Of course, anytime.
Thank you.
You guys did it. First, what was the inspiration behind the initial concept of this film? Because I feel like with biopics and with spoofs, I feel like it could have gone in the wrong direction, but I feel like you guys really found a balance of honoring what you guys have built, but also telling it in a new kind of way. How did you find that balance?
I'm just trying to be as tall as you right now.
Yeah, well, hold on. There we go.
I don't know. I got together with Lee Kirk and just wanted to make a kind of a slapstick movie about a bunch of kids coming out to have a band and come out and open up for us in LA, and they're from Kansas. Mm-hmm. So we just told some of he interviewed all of us, and then he put those stories. It's all of it's based on like pre-Dookie when we were
right.
We were in a van and traveling around, and so a lot of it's the truth.
Mm. And were there any personal stories that weren't left in the film or didn't make the cut that you had to pull back on? Or I could imagine like when it's based off things that you guys actually lived, that it would be hard to kind of whittle it down to an hour 50.
Right, sort of like the poop in your pants stuff.
Right, and I say that all the
We
time.
left that out.
Right.
Yeah, on stage.
And rightfully so. I'm honestly glad. Yeah. Great. Okay, so how does this story relate to your lives on the road in the early days?
I mean, I think it's relatable in the sense that we didn't have a care in the world. You got nothing to lose, so risk it all. And a lot of throwing caution to the wind and just taking chances, leading with your heart rather than actually having a plan. And I think it's respectable, but also, it's useful.
Yeah. And do you think when you're doing something like chasing a dream with a group of people, do you think that makes it easier or harder to chase it? Because I'd imagine you guys had opposing views along the way.
Well, we just had nothing to lose. I mean,
Yeah.
we all come from, you know, small towns and
Mhm.
you know, working class towns and stuff like that. So I think for us, it was like we had nothing to lose and we did crazy stuff and there was no consequences. So it was a lot of fun.
We live to get to the next gig, and I think
Yeah.
the characters in Nimrods are, doing that. They're trying to get to their gig.
Yeah, yeah. What was your favorite gig that you've ever played so far?
I can't say favorites, but there's definitely been amazing ones. We've played everywhere from, closed down banks to existentialist churches to squats all over Europe.
I'm
you
sure they
name
love
it.
that.
We played a number of different places. I don't know. That's the thing. Each one's its own adventure.
One memory that came to mind was it was in Europe on the last tour, and Billy sang the lyric, "Here comes the rain again," and the rain came.
You're kidding. That's crazy.
Dude can change the weather.
Wow. Wow. Cheaper than fake rain, I've heard.
Then what?
Fake rain?
Fake rain. Oh,
or
yeah.
chocolate
Right,
rain.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, sing that. Okay, so all three of these characters that we kind of follow along, did you guys infuse yourselves into those characters, or how much of it was original versus based on?
That's personal.
Yeah, okay.
I think like it's all relatable as far as like I think we see a little bit of ourselves in all of the characters.
Yeah.
There's times to be like ambitious. There was times to be like bummed out. There was times to like there was the struggle, but I don't know. We just kind of all for one for all, and so in a Three Stooges type of way.
I love that. What was one element that was like a non-negotiable? You're like, this needs to be included in the film, or this theme, or this message has to be sold in the
The
film.
soundtrack had to be great.
How did you guys land on that? Like, I feel like, no, but even to your point, it's your own discography. How do you choose what ends up in the film?
I mean, that's the fun part. We didn't. We let Lee Kirk and, his son is a drummer, and I'm sure he imparted his opinions too. But they're fans. They know our music really well, and they know the catalog, and they got to do it, which is, in a sense, great because we get a first listen of what they were seeing in their mind.
Yeah. Almost like
It was fun because it's kind of turned into kind of a family type of like literally a family kind of atmosphere. Like my son Jacob, he wrote 4 songs for it that the band is playing, and then Lee, his whole family's in it. So Jenna Fisher's in it,
Right.
their daughter Harper, and their son Weston, and so it's and then we had like my niece is in it, and like at one point, so yeah, it was just kind of like just a good time.
That's so cool. Did you guys ever see this being like 20 years ago? Did you see this being a thing? Was this always kind of an idea that you guys wanted to see come to life?
I think so. I mean, some of my favorite movies were, or my favorite bands all had films. Like whether it was Rock and Roll High School or the Beatles or Kiss or whatever. It was always like, we definitely were trying. We didn't know what to do, but so it was. I love the movie 200 Cigarettes, and it was about New Year's Eve, and so that I was like, that's a really cool place to start from.
Yeah, that's sick. And then we have a couple fan questions. Okay, are there any Easter eggs you guys can give us that'll make sense after we watch the movie?
There is a bunny.
is
Speaking
a
of
bunny.
Easter.
And gravy.
Yes, and there's gravy.
That's right. Heard a lot of fans of gravy.
the head, the horror scene, that was real.
Sleepy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Stolen cars were real.
Okay, so you actually stole the cars. Write that down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we toured in cars before. Yeah, the playing dominated left slave in a hick bar. That's true. So.
I love that. Well, that leaves a lot for us. From Natalie, what advice do you have to a band that dreams of being like Green Day?
I think one of the things that we really wanted to achieve is like we wanted people to like see the movie and get inspired to play guitars and drums and bass and start bands and things like that. That was sort of one of the goals that we thought would be cool. It's like if you walk out and you're, whatever age that you are, you can come out and you're like, I want to play guitar.
I will say I have a bass I haven't picked up in like 3 years, and I'm going to try to learn a couple of your songs.
Get on the long view. Get on that long view.
Or just get together with your friends and play a party.
Yeah, like mess around.
Just play something small like that. Well, when it's around your friends, you're gonna have a good time, and it'll feel like Shea Stadium.
Yeah.
Running with the Devil. It's a good one on bass.
Okay, thank you. Noted. That's awesome. Okay, from Melly, what band or artist inspired you to make your own music? I'm sure there's like a laundry list of them, but...
Well, when I first started, I liked a lot of like metal from like the early 80s. That was like, I love Motley and Dokken and Def Leppard and I'm missing a few. Van Halen, of course. And then like, as we got older and we got in high school age, I think it was like the band Husker Du was like a really impactful band for because it was like, it's like songs from the heart and about like real emotions and things like that. So
and that's what I love about y'all's music. Like not only it's from the heart, but it also speaks on things that everyone is dealing with right now and all the important stuff that you guys don't back down from, which I really appreciate.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, and then we want to know, what do you hope fans take away from this film?
We want them to play guitars and play bass and play drums. I don't know. It's like underneath the music. And, there's a reason why people get into like whether it's doing art or making music. I think people have their like issues and things like that where it's like it could be coming from a broken home or just like rough times or in their life. Because like, being young is tough. At times it just straight up sucks. So, but I think for us, like playing music was like the escape.
Yeah.
So.
As I think for a lot of people it is. Well, thank you all so much, not only for this film, but for your music and for your presence. We all really appreciate it. So
thank you.
Thanks, Ashby.
Thank you.
And we all lived together at a place called the Ashby House.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Word.
In Berkeley. So it was.
I was named after Ashby.
Longview video was filmed.
That's so sick. Wait, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I'm famous too.
Yeah.
It works.
She's
like
in the movie. Check it out.
Thank you guys so much.
All right,
congratulations. Yeah. You can take those mics with you.
All right.
Gift from me to you. I'm kidding. Please don't steal this. Okay. Wow, what a night. Thank you all so much for joining us. Nimrods hits theaters everywhere this Friday, August 14th. Bring your friends, bring your parents, bring literally anyone who's ever screamed Green Day song in their car or anyone who's ever owned a car. That should cover about everybody. Now, we've got to get to our seats for the premiere, but we'll leave you with a sweet treat. You're about to see an exclusive clip from Nimrods that you cannot get anywhere else. Just here, just tonight, just for you. My name is Ashby. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy.
What are you gonna do now?
Oh, well, my plan was go to this party and ask that girl from the store.
Ask her what?
For her number.
Hold this.
What are you writing?
I highly recommend you don't wash this shirt.
Okay. What about your name? Olivia?
Mm-hmm.
Olivia.
I like the way you say it.
Olivia. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Tommy, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, Tommy.
Thanks for inviting me.
Guys, these skaters are so lit.
He's a work in progress.